so excited to be coming on live. You all have so many questions about this event, the Success Activation Manifestation. Maybe it's the word activation that you all have a lot of questions about. Because I see that a lot of them came in, and I said, you know what, I'm going to answer you. So I decided to go live. You all have so many questions. I'm getting a little feedback here. Okay. So I decided, you know what, let's just go live so that you can, um, hear me and let's talk about what's going to happen at this event. So the event happened on September 27th, Orlando, Florida. The Manifestation Activation event is going to be so exciting, so much fun. But I tell you what, it's not. It's not a note taking, just sit there and for hours and you're writing and taking a lot of notes. This is a full-on activation event. So what's going to happen is we are going to charge you to make commands, to do activities, to do things throughout this event that's going to cause manifestation to happen right while we're in that room. So we're going to actually see things manifesting, see things happening. What's so fun is I did this event like maybe 6 years ago. I did an event like this. And while we were in the room, we did some manifestation activation techniques. And one of the girls was like, oh my gosh, she screamed out because she had just made like $10,000. And then there was another guy who was in the room. He actually was coming with his wife, but he had a company and his company was based upon orders. And he was like, oh my God, right while I'm sitting here, I just got my orders. And he said, and I just did like $20,000 worth of orders using the technique that you just said. So we're going to see things like that. Another person got a 30K client while they were sitting in the event. So those are kind of things that are going to happen from the activation manifestation event. All right. So it's not just a sit and take note kind of event. Also, you want to be here, like who's going to be there? If you're ready to land like your dream contract, or you're saying, I want to live the manifested life, or I'm the person who keep missing out on these opportunities. Everybody seems to have them, but somehow my life doesn't sync up where I get the opportunity, or things just don't don't fully pan out for me. All right. So we're going to clear up all those things. We're going to show you how to be the person where you get to give the testimony, where things pan out for you, where you actually get to the goals that you desire. Okay. So anyway, it's gonna be exciting. Also, there's a great group of people here. Now, that's what I love, is that there's gonna be people that I've coached. It's gonna be people from the Women in Wealth Club, people that have been at my tours. It's gonna be some really inspiring women in this place. I'm telling you, in the room. You want to be in the room because it's gonna be some top-notch women that have really changed the game for them life. People who have manifested some amazing things in their life. Women who are at the cusp of trying to find their next thing. They're at a career change. They're looking for new work, or their business is taking a new turn. It's going to be so exciting. I'm telling you. And you are going to get the strategies and the systems and all those kind of things that you're like feeling like, oh my God, I've been trying so hard, I've been laboring so long, 2024, 25. How am I going to get the answers to know how to pivot and to prosper? How am I going to get the answers to know what to do next? Those are going to be in the room, okay? The answers are going to be there. We're going to answer them, me and my team. But let me go through some of these questions. Okay, you're excited. Okay, I'm just looking at the chat to see what you're saying. Okay, these are some of the questions that came in that I'm going to answer today. This is why I got online. So the first question was, how do I know if I'm actually in alignment with what I'm trying to manifest? Okay, so you'll know if you're in alignment by your results and by your resistance. Okay, so if things constantly keep getting blocked, I also did a video about this morning, but if they getting blocked, delayed, then something in your thoughts, your words, what you're saying out your mouth, your actions are out of sync. All right. So alignment feels like flow. When you are in alignment, it's like you're in the flow. Doors start opening, resources show up, things start happening. You feel like you're going in the right direction. You have a smile on your face. You're not forcing it. Things are just happening. All right. So that's how you know if you're in alignment. It feels like flow. It feels like, man, this is just pretty easy. Things are happening. But if there's a push and resistance and blocks, then usually that means that something, your words, your actions, your thoughts are not in alignment with what you really say that you want. Okay. Next, what's the difference between manifesting fast and manifesting in divine timing? Okay. Manifesting fast happens when your belief, your language, your actions are in agreement. Okay. Nothing resisting. There's no resistance. So that's fast. And when I'm trying to manifest fast, I make sure okay, let me make sure that I'm not resisting what I want to manifest. Let me tell you about this time. One time I wanted to, this is a long, long time ago, because this is some things you get to a place you don't have to manifest, you just go get them. Okay. So like now, if I need a car, I'll just go pick it up. I don't need to manifest that. But a long time ago, I was trying to manifest my car, my first truck. And it seemed like everything that could come up was coming up against me getting that truck. So I did some manifestation techniques, and I just pretend like I had the car already in my garage. I went and got a brochure, put in the garage. But I'll tell you what was a turning point. I ordered custom mats for the kind of car that I wanted. Okay. So the mats wouldn't fit in any other truck but the truck I was going to buy. Custom mats, placemats on the floor mats. When I got those floor mats, I did something really, really, to me, it was awesome. I took the floor mats and I went in my garage and I placed them on the floor of my garage as though it was the floor of the car. By me doing that, it conquered all resistance, all self-doubt, everything I had in myself thinking this couldn't happen, it won't happen. What if they turn me down again? When I did that action, it changed the game. Let me tell you, I felt like I had that car. I knew it was coming. Everything in me was like, the reason you got the idea to do this is because these mats are for your new car. Like the idea only came to you because this already belongs to you. It wasn't a week later after I got those mats in and did my little visualization exercise, I go back to the same dealership and walk away with that car. Okay. Resistance gone, everything gone. That's manifestation activation. That's what we're going to be showing you on September the 27th in Orlando, Florida at my live event. I'm going to be showing you how to activate those things that are stuck or blocked. Okay. Now, this is for my real girls, this event. The next question, who is this for? This is for my real girls. And what I mean by that is I'm not a no pretense person, nor am I trying to one up you or whatever. And I say this because sometimes I get some of the questions are like, you say, where's my $1,000? I'm not in that range. I need 30,000. Then ask where your 30,000 is. Okay. But I do have people in my audience and these are their next 1,000. Okay. The next $1,000 wouldn't do much for me either. But what I'm not going to do is flex on my audience and flex on my people because I've been where they are. So I'm not going to be like, ask only, where's my $100,000? Because I'm trying to be a big shot. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get everybody manifestations and live their manifested life. So if you need $5, $10, or $1,000, 10,000, 100,000, or $1 million, the activation principle works. Just say out your mouth what it is that you need. Okay. But I'm telling you, this is for my girls who are saying, I don't walk in pretense. I'm not trying to one up anybody. I'm just really trying to get my game on and manifest this life that I feel is supposed to be mine, that I deserve and desire. Okay. And that's what this is going to be about. The atmosphere is going to be so amazing. So many awesome people that you are going to have so much fun. sometimes you just need a girl chill day. Even though there's going to be some amazing guys in the audience, single ladies, single men are going to be there, just so you know. I just put that in on the side. No, because some of you trying to manifest a man. The men in my audience, my God, okay, you need to come because they are awesome. Got some awesome things going on. All right. So that's just a little side ad for the men coming. All right. But manifesting happens when your belief, your language are in agreement. All right. Divine timing is like when you're asking for everything to align with God's perfect plan. Okay. So you can say, like, I want to make sure this lines up with God's perfect plan. Because people say, why do you say divine timing on divine timing? Because I believe that there's a perfect plan of God for your life. And sometimes I believe that there are delays, and we think delays are making us be behind, but sometimes delays are actually protection. Okay. So I a lot of times tell people rejection is protection. All right. So sometimes you get delayed in something and you're like, oh my God, this delayed, they didn't let me in, they didn't do this. I remember one time going to an event and oh my God, I was there on time. I was early and everything. I wanted to get into this particular event. And the people were acting kind of funny. I had bought my ticket. There was no reason that I shouldn't have been in that event. No reason. All right. But there was just probably some hate going on, some haterade or whatever. But anyway, they were delaying me from getting into this event. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just leave. I'm going to go home because I know how to do this. I got my ticket. I'm just get my refund and keep it moving. I can go shopping, whatever, you know? So I'm in another city and everything. So as I'm leaving, someone comes and says, "Oh my God, we had such a mix-up. This was terrible. Oh my God, I'm so sorry." So anyway, eventually they get me in the event. Get me I had VIP seating anyway, but they got me better seating because of what happened and all that kind of stuff. Well, there was an incident that happened inside the event. And I won't go into all the details because that's not what this is about. I'm not trying to give negative news or anything. But the time that I was outside the event, going through this whole posturing with these people of, can you get in here? Where's your seat? Do we have your ticket? We can't find, all that kind of stuff. The thing that was going on inside the event was pretty major. I escaped that. I was no part of it because I was outside the event. So to me, that was the guy's divine timing. Like I was delayed and it felt like rejection at the moment, but when it got corrected, I felt like, okay, when I got in, I was like, the rejection was actually protection. Those 20, 30 minutes of delay made me miss a whole incident that it could have been, extremely bad for me, but I missed it and I escaped it. And it was nothing happened to me, nothing happened to our party. The event ended up going on, but I was glad that I was inside. And I felt like, you know what? I wasn't inside because I wasn't supposed to be inside yet. All right. So anyway, manifestation sometimes just know that every delay is not a denial. Sometimes it's you need to reframe yourself and get back in alignment. Sometimes it's your own thought or worthiness. Sometimes it's your rejection, you're rejecting yourself. Sometimes other people really are hating on you or trying to stop or whatever. But I'm telling you, if it's supposed to happen, it will happen. And you'll go around all those things that are trying to stop you and make it in the door anyway. All right. So good question. Next one. How can I stop my old beliefs from creeping back in and slowing me down? Okay. How can I stop my old beliefs? Okay, old beliefs from creeping back in and slowing me down. Well, you have to replace them before they take root. Okay, so that's where journaling, affirmations, surrounding yourself with the right voices are so key. Because a lot of times old beliefs keep creeping in and coming back up, and they do slow you down. but it's because you got to evict those old thoughts and replace them with a stronger one. All right. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how do I evict old thoughts? How do I replace them with a new thought? All right. So that's a really good question. So some of you may have old beliefs that keep creeping up about even coming to events. Oh, I go to these events, nothing's going to happen. There's not going to be anything there for me. And, I believe that you got to show up sometimes to go up. So in my life and me manifesting the life I live now, a lot of it had to do with me showing up places. I had to be at the right place, meet the right people, hear the right information, get the right inspiration, getting resources so that it can cause me to manifest certain things. All right. So your belief system could count you out of things because your belief is that workshops don't work. Live events are all the same. I'm above this, I'm past this, I don't need this. And when you come from that attitude, then it'll slow you down because that belief system is really there to try to hinder you, not help you. All right. Next one. Do I need to see proof before I believe something will happen? No, no, no. You create the proof. Belief is the seed, okay? And proof is the harvest. Belief is the seed and proof is the harvest. So you wait for proof first and then you stay stuck. So you don't want to try to have proof of everything that is going to, proof that this is going to work, proof that that's going to work. And I'm not saying you don't get signs, because I do believe that you get signposts along the way to your manifestation. I'm big on that. Oh, that's a sign. That's a sign. Today I was having a conversation with somebody and I was like, can you see these signs here? Like 3 people in 2 weeks' time said the same thing to you, the same sentence to you, and within 3 weeks' time. Can't you see that this is a sign that this is the direction you should go in? This is a big sign. All right. So that is my proof. My proof is those signs were my proof. Okay. So yeah, sometimes I do believe that you have some kind of signs, but I don't think that you got to be like, if you go from the status of prove it to me, prove it to me, prove it to me, prove it to me. If you're that person, then you're going to have a hard time manifesting. Okay. What should I be speaking over my goals every day? Speak as if they're already done. You should be speaking life. The language of present tense is life. Okay. And specifics. So over your goals, you speak life by speaking present tense. And just believing that they're coming to pass and speak it with joy and with a smile. All right. Can manifestation work even if I failed in this area before? Should I be coming to a workshop or a conference like this if I always fail? Absolutely, you should come. Because the past chapter of your life has nothing to do with the next chapter of your life. You need to come to find out why you failed. Come get the answers so that you don't continue to fail, so that you can not fail anymore. So yes, you should come, and so that you don't condemn yourself, right? Okay. So come to build your confidence and not to condemn. Will this event be offered online? No, no, sorry. This is an in-person only experience. All right. So I believe that there's a shift that's going to take place in the room. Also, I believe that the energy that comes from the speakers, just the atmosphere we have set, the energy you bring is going to bring about changes, clarity, manifestation, momentum. And so this is why I call it activation, is because I believe that people have to be actively in the room to activate some things. All right. So nope, this is not a Zoom. This is not, online. This is a powerful live event that you must be present in so that you can activate some things that have been lying dormant. I do believe that certain manifestations only happen when you get in certain atmospheres. Yeah. Yeah. And some people never learn how to shift the atmosphere. Never. They never learn how to even change their personal atmosphere, themselves. And so they go through life always feeling like I've just made it. I'm almost just made it. I just missed out. Oh my God. Why not me? Why everybody else? Why everybody win and I didn't? Why did everybody get in and I didn't? Why they all get the discount and I didn't get the discount? I'm telling you that has to do with learning about atmosphere and I think you only can know that by showing up. All right. So you need to be present if you're serious about activating the next chapter of your life. All right. What will I walk away with after attending the success manifestation? Of course, you guys put questions in the chat that you have. These are just the questions that people ask. So answer them. But if you have a question, put in the chat and we'll answer them right now because I'm about done. So what will I walk away with after attending the success manifestation activation? You'll leave with personalized manifestation, a blueprint. All right. I always give you a blueprint. I always give you some kind of roadmap, a blueprint. All right. You'll leave with the energy of activation, the face-to-face connections that you have made. Those are things that can't be downloaded. You know, be in a room that accelerates you to a new level instantly. Making life-changing relationships. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen when you get there. So you're going to leave with your blueprint, but you're going to leave with information and strategies that you didn't know before and that you can apply right away. But you're going to leave in a different place than when you came. So that's most important. I call it manifestation activation because I don't believe that anybody's going to come in that room and leave out of my presence and not be in a different place. Okay. So everybody has different things they're trying to believe and deal with. But I know that some of the things that have been coming to me is that a lot of the ladies coming, and men are coming too, but a lot of people that are coming, they are stuck by some past hurts. See, this is stuff that you need to be in person to deal with. They had some past hurts, maybe some things that traumatized them, some things that felt like it deflated you. There's some things that made you feel very insecure. Some things happened that made you feel embarrassed. And those things is like you're carrying a weight over your head. It's like you're holding on these things and they got you bound. And in that room, those are kind of things that we're going to activate to be loose from. All right. So sometimes you can't manifest your $1 million, or you can't manifest your 7,000 square foot home, or you can't manifest your trip to Capri, or you can't manifest total healing in your body, or you can't manifest being walked down the aisle to the altar with your life partner, or you can't manifest your dream car, or you can't manifest, an awesome job. Sometimes you can't manifest that because what's holding you back is not what you think. What's holding you back is certain things you've gone through, certain hurts and pain and, relationship issues or some kind of trauma. And those things hold you actually like in bondage and you can't get released from. I actually have had dreams, flashes, intuitive insights of what's going to happen in that room, and people literally on the spot being set free from these chains that have been binding them, and finally being able to activate their manifestations. Like, oh my God, like being free, and bam, things just start almost like things falling out the sky for them. So those are some things that are going to happen. All right, let me see. It says, if someone feels like they're tried everything to get unstuck, how will this event help them get unstuck? Well, that's the thing. A lot of times we do feel like we tried every single thing to get unstuck. And the thing we haven't tried is get into the right presence of the right people. So this event is going to help you to get unstuck, because you're going to get in the presence of the right people that are going to show you what you have to do, the strategy, the technique, the thing that has to happen for you to get unstuck. All right. So showing up is going to help you to get the answer for why am I stuck? You're going to get unstuck, being in the presence of the right people. All right.
Okay, Dr. Stacia, I have the next
I know
question.
whenever I felt stuck, I always went somewhere. One of my strategies for getting unstuck is to get in a live event. One of my strategies for getting unstuck is to get somewhere where I'm in the atmosphere where something is activated, and motivation, activation, strategy happens, and bam, I'm unstuck and off and running. Okay. So in all areas of my life, I remember being stuck in my business like 25 years ago or so, feeling really stuck, feeling like I was a pivotal point, what direction I was going to go in, got into a live event. I knew I was going to walk away with my answers. Got in that live event, and day one, it was 3 days. My God, I could have left day one. Everything I needed to be, I was unstuck for I was stuck, for like a year or a year and a half. Within 25 minutes in the room, I got unstuck. Answers flowed, what to do. And not only did I get unstuck, but left that room, and that same year made over $1 million in my business. That was, I think, my first year cracking that $1 million code in a year in that new business. All right. So I'm working on building my business. Will there be tools at this event to help me manifest more clients and contracts? Absolutely. We're talking about how to manifest abundance of clients, contracts, and money. Excuse me. And so yes, there's going to be strategies. There's going to be information. I have a whole list of things that I bet you didn't know this, and that's why you're stuck. Actually, there's a session about that, okay? And it's a whole list of things and tools that 99% of most people in that room have no idea about. And you're pushing, trying to manifest another 10,000, another 20,000, another 100,000, your next million, more clients, people buying your product, engaging with you, more engagement. And you're like, what in the world is happening? But it's probably because while you were sleeping, everything changed. You woke up and thought it was the same. And we're going to have to tell you how it changed.
Your assistant has questions too.
Okay. Then Crystal, let me see. I have your success journal, but have a hard time breaking my carefree writing, my day. I think carefree writing, journaling. What's the best way to break these bad habits? I would say the best way to break the habit of writing your journal is to try to do it. If you're a morning person, sometimes people are not morning people. I am. If you're a morning person, you have the time. I would just get up in the morning, and I think the key is to have a spot. Like you have a chair in your room, a chair at your table, a place that you go to. I call it your sweet spot. Maybe it's in your kitchen, maybe while you're pouring some coffee or something, but have your sweet spot, have your journal, have your pen ready, and just get up in the morning. And what I do is just, first of all, is brain dump. whatever's on your mind, whatever is in your head, just start putting that down in your journal. And then I think you should ask your journal questions as though you were talking to a friend or like you were asking God. How do I get this done? What does this look like? How do I find the answers for this? And then expect as you write those things down, expect as you go about your day, answers and things to come to you. Okay. But I think that you break the bad habit of not writing in that journal by having a position, a place for it, for you to go to write. It's a law of expectation. You expect to show up in that place. You expect to get answers when you do write in your journal. You expect for things to change. And so because of that expectation, it makes you go and do the project. Okay. Brooke says, what's the best way for me to keep excitement from the event after I go home? That's so good. The best way to keep excitement is, one, to follow up with your notes. All right. So it's not just a note taking event, but you're going to have lots of notes. You're going to have lots of notes because things are going to come to you. You have ideas, things, strategies, things that come to you. You're going to have handouts. Don't go and stuff them in a drawer. Don't go put them under your desk somewhere. Act like these are your guide map. Okay. So to keep your excitement, you got to keep reliving the event. You go home and you pull out your notes and you say, these are the first 3 things I'm going to work on. And you take little bite-sized chunks of what you've got and you start working on those 3 things. You manifest that, then you go for 3 more. Manifest that, you go for 3 more. And I think also you keep your excitement by staying connected. Usually at the events, at my events, there's some way that you can have long-term connection. You can join our community. You can get in a workshop. You know, there's other ways to make friends there. So you keep your excitement by keeping your connection. All right. So don't leave the event and then have no way to stay connected. You're not in Women in Wealth. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You don't take any of the workshops. But if you keep connections, then you're going to stay excited. Okay.
Brittany.
Let me see. Brittany, I don't see it on here.
I manifested and attracted 5 clients and was in a flow. I feel things are now slowing down. How do I get that flow back?
Okay, Brittany says she had manifested and attracted 5 clients and she was in a flow. Then she feels like all of a sudden something stopped and she slowed down. How do I get that flow back? I believe that it probably stopped maybe because you probably were afraid it was going to stop. Usually when you're in a flow and things are going good, sometimes we get afraid of the good life. I mean, it's really true. In manifestation, sometimes you can be like, this is too good to be true. Or, oh my goodness, what's happening? I got 5 people, but can this keep going? And that's the difference between people who have these high manifestations and medium manifestations. That people have high manifestations are people that live in the law of expectation. Faith or fear? Faith is I'm expecting a good outcome. Fear is I'm expecting something negative to happen. Stay in faith. Believe 5 more people are going to come. 5 more people than that are going to come. 10 more people are going to come. All right. So see yourself with 5 more clients coming. Speak it. Expect it. And expect for them to not just come, but more than that, more to keep showing up and showing up and showing up and showing up. All right. So in a quick way of answering, and then we'll talk more about that at the tour. Okay. So how do you get to the tour? You go to activatemanifestation.com. All right. activatemanifestation.com to register for the event. So people are saying, you're talking about this event, but you never told us how to register. They should have had that up on my chat by now, but you go to activatemanifestation.com to register. activatemanifestation.com. Activate, and they should put up anyway, because a lot of words to spell or misspell. Not that you're not smart, it's just a lot of words. Activatemanifestation.com. All right. I like short stuff. This is my team that does that. I didn't come up with that manifestation. I would have been like, come see me.com, you know, seeingdrstacia.com, live with drstacia.com. I don't know, something like that. Okay. But anyway, activatemanifestation.com. All right, next question. Keep the questions coming, y'all. All right. All right, so let me go back to this one. What should I come in? Oh no, how quickly can I expect to see results after applying what I learned at the event? Well, for most people, results are going to happen in the event. That's why it's called an manifestation activation, because I'm doing that because results are going to start right there. You're going to leave with results, and you're going to stay in that result mode as you go home. So new clients, unexpected money, things that have been held up, you're going to clear like decision making. You're going to know your next steps. The fog is going to be gone. Where should I go with my life? Should I start or not start this podcast? Should I write or not write this book? Should I take or not take this job? Those are kind of things that are going to be like, oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. Those are kind of things you're going to know what to do right there on the spot as a result of this event. All right. And then, of course, you're going to leave with information, blueprints, a folder full of stuff. We over deliver. That's why you have the folder, because there's so much that I give you that we can't take all day to talk about it. So we leave you with certain things that you take home that you can put into play and continue activating manifestation. All right.
I
Okay.
have another question.
Okay. What's the other
Someone
question?
said, can someone come if they've never studied manifestation before?
Can somebody come if they never studied manifestation before? Those are the best people. I love people who never heard of, never, not into I love when people say, I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even know anything about manifestation. I'm just here and hopefully I get something good out of it. Those are the people that leave packed. I'm talking about they leave with a backpack full of stuff. Those are people that get instant manifestation. Why? Because they're an open book. They're an open book. They're like, oh my God, their first time, it's like your first time at Disneyland or Disney World. And you're like, oh my God. Now the second time you go, you're like, oh, okay, tell me what you got for me today. But the first timers are like, what do you got? What do you have? Oh my God. And then bam, they start manifesting. So yes, please bring people who have no idea about manifestation and have not practiced it or have no clue of what I'm talking about. Bring those people. They're going to be amazed and they're going to have a great time.
And it says, how should I prepare before coming so that I get the most out of the event?
How should I prepare before coming so I get the most out of the event? I love this. If you have my success journal, I would get out a page in that journal and I would write down, I'm expecting to get answers for, and I write my list of what I expect to get answers for. Then I would see myself at the event and I would see myself actively like activating my manifestations. And I would see myself walking away from that event with every single thing that has been stuck and I finally got it.
And then this one says, will you show us how to manifest multiple big goals at the same time, or is it always just going to be one at a time?
Will I show you how to manifest multiple big goals at one time, or will all at once at the same time, or will it just be one big thing that manifests at a time? I want you to come to this event so that you can have an understanding of the manifested life, not understanding what manifesting just goes. I believe I walk in the manifested life. So my manifested life means there's a lot of things that show up for me all at once. Like right now, I'm taking a lot of activities at once. I'm going to tell you kind of like what's on my plate. It's so exciting. I wanted to do my house over for a few years and I'm doing that. Started with some things that you have to do for the upkeep of the house. This doesn't seem super exciting, but I was still excited about like a roof. If you see my roof, you would know why I was excited to get it done because it's not a little roof. All right. So completely doing my roof over the color I wanted on my roof. absolutely beautiful. Then redoing the whole upstairs interior of my house because of damage the roof caused. I said, hey, let's just gut it and do it over. Redoing the whole entire ceiling, all upstairs. That meant new crown molding, new fixtures. At the same time, I said, let's make sure we have no mold in our house. The house is getting mold of the year. Going through and having someone come to make sure your house is not molded and it is just for health reasons, it is completely aired out and just and healthy. Okay. Then I decided to do the rooms over. So redoing bedrooms. My house has 5 bedrooms in it. And let me see. Yep, 5 bedrooms and 6 or 7 bathrooms. Can't remember. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So yeah. So those things. So that's just house projects. Okay, doing that all at the same time. And then I have a big wedding coming up. My son's getting married. So we're doing a wedding project. All right. Then some awesome things we're announcing at the tour. Going on with my other kids, the other projects I have happening. I have a new book coming out that's going to be released at the tour, at the conference on September 27th. My new book, which is probably the best book I ever wrote in my life about manifestation. And so I'm working on my own personal health and weight loss journey. So that would be manifesting new body goals, losing weight, manifesting house goals, redoing your house and redecorating, manifesting conference September 27th, and people all coming, my attendees, and what I'm going to give to them, manifesting a wedding, manifesting interior design job. All right. So you can say, which one do I choose? Well, I live the manifested life. So I didn't choose the book or the house or the wedding or the car or the trip or the clothes. I choose to live the manifested life. So all of it can be manifested at the same time because it all needs to be done in this season of my life. So I'm going to show you how to live that kind of life. Can you pre-order the book? They probably will let you pre-order the book within a couple weeks, but that's my team worked on that. I'm sure they're going to do book pre-orders. They're just not up now. They're not up yet.
It says, will there be a chance to connect with other women who are manifesting big goals?
This is one of my biggest things. Will there be a chance to connect with other women who are also trying to manifest big goals? That's why you want to show up in person. Community is a commodity. I believe that the communities that you join become a commodity for your life. And I'm so grateful that I formed this amazing community of ladies. And you'll be a part of it when you show up. You join instantly by showing up. You're in that community. So yes, you get to sit with, chat with, make friends with, and leave with, having made relationships with other women who are manifesting big goals, have big dreams in their life, and are looking for purpose partners, just like yourself. They're looking for people to share their wins with, who walk through their challenges with, women who are excited for them, who are celebrators, not tolerators. And that's what's going to happen. So yes, you'll be able to experience making some really, really awesome relationships at this event.
It says, is there such thing as asking for too much when manifesting?
Is there a such thing as asking for too much when you are manifesting? No. Nope. There's no such thing as asking for too much. Nope. Nope. I don't think there's a thing called too much. I just think you need to ask for what you really, really desire. So that's the thing. So, sometimes I think you don't want to have they got it, I should have it.
Mm.
You have to be, if they got it and I wanted it, then fine. But everything somebody else has, I don't want. And so I think that, there's not a thing of too much, but just don't make sure that you're just not trying to manifest something because somebody else has it is not something you really, really desire.
It says, will this event help me if I've already been successful but want to go to a higher level?
Will this event help you? Will the success manifestation activation event help you if you already have been successful, but you just want to go higher? Absolutely. It'll help you because it helps me. I think I'm already successful, but I continue to want to go higher.
Mm-hmm.
I never feel like I have arrived. Okay. And because I haven't, there's always something else. There's always another goal. There's always something else that you could be doing. There's always more to deliver for other people. There's always other people in need of help. People need your products, your services. So yes, there is a place for people who are high achievers like myself. Yes, this is absolutely a great atmosphere for you because there's room for you to go to your next goals, the next things you want to achieve, the next things in life that you want. All right. So everybody's not the same place. But don't forget when you were at someone else's place. So everybody's not at the place where they're trying to manifest their car. Everybody's not at the place where they want to get their Van Cleef, necklace or their Louis Vuitton earrings like that one, whatever. Some people like, oh, I have those things or whatever. Fine. But what about when you didn't have them? Okay. What about when you had to manifest them? All right. So manifestation is about what you want and where you're at in your life at the time. And so that's what's exciting about an activation manifestation event is that you activate what you want to manifest next. There's no criteria for what that is. There's some people that are coming that have chronic sickness, a chronic illness. And so their lifeline is to manifest health. Wealth is health. Like I need to be healthy just to make money, to live, to walk, to breathe. So they're coming because they're saying, hey, I need a life change. I need an anchor thrown out to me. I need to breathe again. And so that may be different for someone who's saying, I want to manifest my first house. Is one more important than the other? No, they're both important to those people at that time. Okay. The person with the house might have needed healing last year, don't need it this year because they're healed. The person, whatever with the healing might already be in their dream house, but now they need to restore their health. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're talking about manifestation activation for you.
It says, as a Christian, how do you tie spiritual principles into practical, real-world manifestation?
As a Christian, how do you tie spiritual principles into practical, real world manifestation? It's not different. Manifestation is spiritual. So it just simply is. Manifestation is totally spiritual. So I think that you just get in alignment with what your belief system is. There's certain things I don't believe I have to do. I don't believe I need to make sacrifices. I don't believe that I have to cross the line. I don't believe in the enemy. I don't believe I have to, sell out to the devil. I'm a Christian. I believe that God wants us to have our desires of our heart. We meditate day and night. We have good success. So I think manifestation is spiritual. It's spiritual on both sides, no matter what side you live in, world, out of the world, in the world. It's all spiritual. I just think that you need to know how to tap into the right spirit realm and get what's for you.
It says, will you be covering how to manifest in business and career, not just personal life?
Yes, we definitely will be talking about I'll be talking about how to manifest in business and career and not just your personal life. Absolutely. Yep. we'll be talking about business and career. I think that that's the thing that we usually talk about the most because I'm a business coach. The thing that we're filling in is your personal life. So people who have jobs, who work, who are not entrepreneurs, are going to also learn how to live and activate their manifestations. And I think also sometimes when we become entrepreneurs, we think that we're only trying to manifest our next goal for the month or our next sale. And really, we need to clear some things in our personal life so that we can manifest our next sale. It's all connected. All right. So this has been really good. So I just wanted to jump on here and chat with you all today about the manifestation activation live event. And I'm sure you all probably already got your tickets right now already. There's manifestors that are on here. You go to activatemanifestation.com to register for this event. There is limited seating. I don't want you to be blocked out every single year. We get close to the event. There's no more seats available. People are crying and calling us and upset. Are you going to stream it? Is there another way I can see it? And we always have to say no, and they're blocked out and they can't get in the event. Don't let that be you. Don't wait too long. Don't wait too late because it is limited seating. It doesn't go on and on forever. And because it's an activation event, we keep it at a certain size so that we can help everyone. We get to talk to people. I love it because I get to shake your hands, we get to take pictures with you. I get to sign your new books. So a lot of you have been following me for a long time. A lot of you are part of our audience. A lot of you are part of certain things in my club. We have people from all over the world in our club. We got people coming from out of the country to this event. And so it's a time, a roundup, a time to gather together, a time to see each other. It's like a big family reunion to me. It's new people that just heard of me online. We're scrolling and see me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Maybe you're following something I did. Maybe you follow my lifestyle posts, one of my trips, places I was going. Maybe you see me sharing some of my clothes, my outfits, you like it, whatever attached you to me. I just can't wait to see you in the room. And yes, it's going to be exciting. We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about finances. We're going to be talking about branding. We're going to be talking about AI. We're going to be talking about how to manifest with those tools in place. We're going to talk about how the world has shifted and changed. I have a Women in Wealth Club. So we're going to be talking about why women are getting wealthy at such a fast pace right now. Easy ways that people are making so much money. What are they investing in? What is everybody into? How have I made already this year so many millionaires? How people went from zero to have 600,000, 900,000, 800,000, million, 2.5 million dollar portfolios. We're going to be talking about how people that started with me were in cars, homeless. I had one lady we just talked to a few weeks ago. She was homeless and with her child, didn't know what she's going to do. We were just trying to help get her some placement, get some things in order for her. A couple of weeks later, she just said, I just need to get someplace where I can get back online. So we got her to a place where she could go. She started going back through old material, listening to it. And I'm happy to say today, she is up. She was like, you're not going to believe this. Got back on my feet, got into a home, got my kid back in school, got him back started, got my job going again. And not just any old kind of job, but got them a 6-figure job from going from homeless. Okay. So those are kind of things we're going to be talking about. That's manifestation in action. Super excited about all that. Super excited about seeing you in person, shaking your hand. Super excited about you being here. Super excited about you not sitting on the sidelines, not waiting another year, not deciding you're going to sit it out. If you're on here, then you're probably supposed to be there. The fact that you stumbled upon this means you're supposed to be in the room. I don't believe in happenstance. You didn't happen to see this, and you're not supposed to be a part of this. All right. So I'm excited that you got on. Your questions got answered today. You learned some things about manifestation, but you haven't learned an ounce of what you're going to learn if you show up and be in that seat for that live event. Plus, you're going to be able to make some pretty doggone amazing friends. I'm excited about the crowd who's going to be there. I'm excited about every person that's showing up. And we got some powerhouses in that room. And we got some new relationships that you're going to make that are probably going to change your life forever. So that's at activatemanifestation.com. is where you register right away. Don't delay. Tickets are going fast. We always sell out. Is never any seats left. And so I don't want you to miss it. And I want to tell you something. I believe in bringing somebody with you that you want to manifest with. If it's your child, if it's your daughter, some of you probably should bring your husbands, I don't know, or your boyfriends or your mates or whatever. I'm telling you though, that if there's somebody I believe that, two or more in agreement, my goodness, there's power. If there's somebody who's not going to be draining you, don't bring a drainer at this event, okay? So don't bring somebody to this event that's going to be pouting and draining and want to go to Disney World while we're supposed to be sitting in this event, all right? Leave them at home for your next trip, all right? But if there's somebody who wants to manifest, who really is right about, I want to live the life of my dreams, I'm tired, all right? If there's somebody who says, I'm tired, I just can't do this anymore, bring them to this event because we're going to change everything about their life, everything, all right? Anybody that's broken, that's feel like, oh my God, I feel so broken inside, bring them to this event. Anybody that feels like I'm behind, bring them to this event. And then bring your flawless friends too, okay? Bring the girlies who feel like I got it going on and I just need one more thing. Bring them, okay? Bring those people who feel like, my goodness, I have my house, my car, and that kind of thing. But you know what? There's always something we need to manifest because that's the way we're created. We're created to create. So I don't believe you ever have arrived, all right? That's why I coach millionaires. I did a coaching run a few weeks ago. My New York clients, and none of them are living shabby lives. One of them, we were talking, they said, yeah, I do. I think, did they say 7 million a week, Steve?
Yeah,
Okay. They said, I make 7 million a week.
yeah.
All right. So I hope that don't scare you from this event. All right. Because I told you there's some people that need their next $1,000. But I actually have a client that does 7 million, not 7,000, 7 million. I did not make a mistake and I did not misstep myself. They said I make 7 million every single week. It's my client. Okay. So, but you know what? You know what we're meeting about? How to manifest their next. They make 7 million a week. And you know what they said? They said, Dr. Stacia, I'm scared. Sometimes I just sit and I think because I'm trying to figure out my next move. So I just want to say that because sometimes we be at our 700,000 and we be thinking like we balling out of control and we don't need nothing else. I'm not that person. And I don't coach those people. But I'm telling you that there is no pride there. I make 7 million a week, but I need you to help me with my next. And I gave them strategy and what to do, coaching them through to their next move. So I'm telling you, if you think, do I belong in this room? Absolutely, you belong in this room because you have a next. And we need to figure out what that is. And I tell you, we will at this live event. ActivateManifestation.com is where you get your tickets. Bring somebody with you. Don't come alone. If you can, bring somebody with you. But don't let coming alone stop you. If nobody will come, do it by yourself. Get yours. All right? But I'm telling you, if there's someone that you say, oh my God, I don't want to have to give them secondhand information. It's so hard to explain stuff to them. Just bring them with you so you don't have to explain. This is going to be so good. A teen live event with Dr. Stacia's Life Changing. Thank you. That's Ashley Sweet Chips. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Okay. So is that it on my team? Is there any other questions? All right. All right. Well, we were just supposed to hop on here for a few minutes and I'm going to let you all go and finish your
I'll thank them for the badge.
weeknight. Thank you for the badge. I love that. Thank you all for the badges. I appreciate that. Every person that gave me a badge. Ask that you share this and share the link. Make a great comment on especially YouTube and share this with somebody who you think needs this. We're going to let this stay up. It's going to be posted until the event. So share it with people who need to activate their manifestation. And I appreciate you. I love you so much. I love you for jumping on here. It's a late, I just decided, yeah, I had all these questions that came in. And I said, how do we answer all these questions? We're going to just DM everybody back. What are we going to do? And my team said, hey, jump on live, answer the questions, because if those, people had them, there's probably tons of other people that are thinking the same thing and have the same questions. So that's what we did today. I wanted to get your questions answered. We're going to keep it up so you can share it. Please spread the word. Thank you for the badges. Keep those badges coming. I appreciate that. I appreciate your like and shares. And please go and sign up. Go to activatemanifestation.com and get your tickets. But please just go to lifecoachtowomen.com or go to my Instagram, on YouTube. But sign up for all of our free offers so that you can be a part of our weekly information inspiration list, so that you can get all those things that we send out. All right. I think that's it, team. Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. All right. So appreciate for those badges. Those are awesome. They make a world of difference, especially on YouTube. And your comments make a world of difference. You commenting, you sharing makes a world of difference. And so I appreciate that. I appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate you paying for those, giving me the badges, and then also sharing out this link. So that's awesome. That's great. That's great manifestation. All right. So activatemanifestation.com is where you grab your tickets. And then, of course, you can always call our offices if you have questions. You can call and talk to somebody live and in person. All right. And follow me on all of my platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And so you can follow me on all those platforms. And so that you can continue to get information up until the conference and beyond. All right. That's it. All right. So goodbye, everybody. Love you. Can't wait to see you in person. Sign your books, shake your hands, take pictures with you, and love on you. All right.